I'm HunterX, and today we're going to be exploring a dimension full of bugs. With that being said, let's get into today's episode, as we're also going to be crafting the ultimate ingot. In the last episode, we tried to make the ultimate ingot and failed because, well, we're missing one specific ingot, and it is the Osgo Rich Glass ingot, which needs the hero of the village metal, which requires a humongous crafting recipe. So today we're going to tackle that. Now, before we can even tackle that, we are going to need a few things. We're going to need to go and get antlion eggs and soul crystals, which actually come from the same boss. And yeah, so to get that going, we're going to go ahead and need to get into the Erebus. I totally love getting into the Erebus mod. I am not afraid of bugs, not one little bit. Let me put the fear of bugs away and let me go ahead and get into it. So we're going to need something called a keystone, and then we're also going to need something called a staff of Gia, or a staff of Gia, which requires basically this crazy recipe. Now, I don't know how much of this we already have. The Eye of Gia might be something that we're gonna have to go ahead and craft. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so we're gonna need myriad large plates, this plutonium, which is going to be interesting. So plutonium is going to be, so we're gonna need some of this nightmare fuel. If you don't know already, you need to get nightmare fuel, which I believe you take yourself some coal and you throw it inside this mana pool. Should give you nightmare fuel. Well, you need to eat it, and it's gonna give us this crazy effect. We're gonna get blindness, weakness, and slowness for 20 seconds or so, 30 seconds or so. But we're gonna get this thing called a spirited fuel. We now take this spirited fuel and we smack it inside of this guy right here, this living rock pedestal thing, and we go ahead and get ourselves some spirited fragment shards, or spirited fragments, which we're gonna need for crafting some many things later, like the gilded potatoes and whatnot. To make gilded potatoes, we're gonna need a gilded potato, and we're gonna need a potato plus some gold in the runic altar. Making plutonium is gonna be as simple as taking some elementium, some spirited fragments, 3 of them, and a gilded mashed potato, and throwing it into a runic altar. To make your gilded mashed potatoes, all you need to go ahead and do is take your gilded potatoes, which you made in the runic altar by mixing potatoes and gold, and then you take that and smash it in the living rock pedestal, and then you get your gilded mashed potatoes. Bam, bam, boom. And you know how the runic altar works. You drop your living rock, right click it, and bada bing, bada boom. We now have plutonium. With plutonium made, we can now come over here to our tier 3 or tier 2 crafting table here and go ahead and craft our very first Eye of Gia, which, yes, perfect. Now we just need, I believe, a second one as well. Next part of this is going to be very interesting. So we need, let's see, what else do we need here? Oh, we need everything. So we need to make this, we need to make this, we need to make the Gaia things, the shimmer wood planks. Oh god. Okay, let's take it one step at a time. Let's take it very, very, very slowly. Let's go ahead and start with the Master Corporal Spark, which just needs a Corporal Spark, which we can easily make beautiful. And then we can upgrade that, I believe, with the Dragonstone, and that should give us a Master Corporal Spark. The next thing that should be relatively easy is the Gaia Mana Spreaders. It only requires us to go ahead and make the Elven Mana Spreaders, which is super duper easy. And then we go ahead and turn that Elven Spreader into a Gaia Spreader. Okay. Now, Gaia Spreaders are the best spreaders in the game, as far as I know, unless if the Extra Britannia mod adds more spreaders, which I don't think it does actually, which is good. We are gonna need some shimmer wood, which is just, I believe, elven wood, right? Or dreamwood planks with the, I believe, Bifrost block, which gives us the shimmering whatever wood that we need here, which is pretty good actually. Very simple and easy to get. Now, I'm a bit curious on how we're gonna make the other thing, which is gonna be super challenging. I think it's called like DAS something. Yeah, we didn't click it here. The DAS, I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that second word there. It looks pretty difficult actually, because it requires a few things that we don't really have, which is the mana weave cloth, which I'm very surprised that we don't. So we just need some string with the, whatchamacallit, mana pool here. There we go. Drop that in. Nope, don't miss it. You silly goose. Take that and I guess creative it and do all the 9-yard things. But okay, so that's gonna be relatively easy and simple, right? So we take this and then we upgrade upgrade it to the mana cloth, and then the mana cloth gets upgraded to that other cloth with Gaia spirits or whatever the case may be. And just like that, we have the Das cloth, which we're gonna need to go ahead in creative mode. So let's go ahead and get that going. And I think that is pretty much everything that we need for the Staff of Gia for the most part, I think. Right now, I think I'm missing a few things. Yeah, I'm missing Mirian ingots, which luckily we can go ahead and grab out of our inventory because we already have that crafted and creative, which is nice. Beautiful. And then I should be able to make my very first Staff of the Gia, which actually, funny enough, makes 2 of them. Interesting enough, interesting power play there, because in Ozone, when you make the Staff of Gia, it's 1 usually, but also makes sense when, you know, the recipe is as crazy as that one is. It makes sense that you get 2 actually. So I didn't need the second Eye of Gia, so that's pretty bad. Okay, so to get this to work, though, we are going to need the keystone, which means that we're going to need the shadow ingots, which I believe is the exact opposite of the plutonium. It's the exact opposite of it. So we need to go ahead and grab ourselves some nightmare fuel, some gilded mashed potatoes, and some elementium. And just like that, we now have the shadow ingots, which is pretty good. Okay. So did I creative mode that Das? Yes, we did. Okay, so now that we have that, we should have the shadow ingots, which we needed, and we do need the plutonium ingots. Okay, we got that. That's all. And then we need shimmer rock, which we should have, mana pools, sky stone, and these vine balls. Vine balls are very cheap to make, actually. Wow, they're actually relatively cheap. I didn't think they would be that cheap to make, which is good. Cheap is better. Even though we're technically playing an expert mode pack, we need the mana tablets and the mana pools. Oh no, that's half full. We want like the full ones. There we go. And then what is the other thing that we need for this? Sky stone. That's the other thing. Okay, and I think I should be able to go ahead and craft this now. We do need the tier 3 table for that. Okay, so tier 3. Place down that table. Man, I love doing these creative mode series. It is so much fun. Boom. Okay, the keystone, which now we can use any block we want, right? So I'm thinking, why not eternal matter blocks? I know that's crazy to think. It's super expensive. I think this isn't gonna work in this dimension, so I'm gonna pop back to the overworld to build this because I'm not entirely sure if that's gonna work for this dimension or for that dimension. So to build this portal, we're gonna go ahead and take our eternal blocks. It's just basically a fancy nether portal, right? So all we're gonna do is take our whatchamacallit, our eternal blocks like so, and place it in a nether portal configuration. And then, but what's so special about it is we need to go ahead and place down some leaves in the center. It doesn't matter which ones you use, I think, but we're gonna go for the, I guess, we'll go with the oak leaves actually. And all we have to do then is place down the keystone like so, place down the Staff of Gia inside of the keystone, and it should light the portal up nice and beautifully. Now, I hate this dimension because it's literally full of bugs, and me and bugs don't go together. But we press on and we go inside the dimension because we're looking for one specific biome or one specific area, and that is the antlion overlord. How convenient. I actually spawned in the dimensions, like the right biome for it. How convenient, game. I also have a death waypoint here. How is that possible? I shouldn't have a death waypoint here. Now, I wonder, is there a special wand in here? The wand I want to use isn't in the pack. However, what is in the pack is the destruction gadget. I'm going to make one of these bad boys for one reason and one reason only. You can use it to cheese the mazes inside of any dimension. The Twilight Forest, Erebus, whatever dimension you want, you can use the destruction gadget to go ahead and cheese the mazes for. Okay, so I want to show you guys how to kind of cheese this little maze here. So what we need to do is go ahead and configure our destruction gadget, right? So 1 up, 1 down, 1 depth, and then 1 right, 1 left. And it should, when you're not looking, you can see this red overlay. It's going to do that. So do something like this, make it as big as you want, and make sure the depth is all the way up. What I should be able to do now is click on these maze blocks, and it should automatically and magically destroy it. All right, I'm gonna go find the little dudes. So it turns out that the golem dudes can break bedrock, because that's exactly how I just got 2 bedrock in my inventory. I figured out that they can actually break bedrock. That's very very, very interesting, actually. The final item before we have to fight the big boss guy is right here. Boom. Okay. And now we're ready to go ahead and fight the big boss dude. Honestly, I'm not really worried about it, but we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. All right. Hey, buddy. How you doing there, bud? How you doing? Ow, you really hurt. Okay. Yeah. Ow. Okay. This is not like Ozone, where you're super duper easy. You're like a 2-shot in Ozone, right? Is we've got the Quivium Shuriken with my, Shuriken that does like 150 damage, and killed him. There we go. And then give me the egg as well, and we're ready to go home. That's right, we're ready to go home. And that is 2 of the items that we need for the ultimate Oz Gold Glass Ingot. I just realized that we actually have multiple of the items already crafted that we need for this hero medal already crafted, which is pretty good. Just when you think you're gonna escape Thaumcraft, nope, we gotta make the spellbinding cloth, which needs the enchanted fabric, which I guess we can make that now. We don't actually need too much for that. However, we can't escape this mod. I swear we can never escape it. We just need some of that and some mana pearls. Okay, so that's easy enough. And where is our mana pearls? There's our mana pearls, and then we already have some of that. So all we have to go ahead and do is warp to our Thaumcraft area and come over here, put the mana pearl in the middle, and then surround it like so in a plus sign. There is our enchanted fabric, and then the enchanted fabric needs 10 Perdicio, and okay, so we need to get Perdicio, which I think I know I can get it from coal potentially. So coal drops, nope, that is not it. Was it nightmare fuel that had it? What was the one that had it? Okay, so we need Precantio. Is it Prae? Yeah, it is Prae. And then all I have to go ahead and do is make a wood to copper chest upgrade. Hopefully that isn't too expensive. It looks like it's going to be pretty expensive. Where is my copper? I don't have any copper in the system. Are you kidding me right now? I probably do, but it's just the thing is not working properly. So there it is, .com. Always not working. Grab one of those. Take ourselves this, throw this in here, as well as throw in the this and that, and then drop this. Are you kidding me right now? That didn't work. Are you kidding me? I need to make another enchanted fabric. Why did that not work? Is it because there's too many of the other essences? I wonder if that's the case, because if so, that's kind of annoying to have to deal with. Let's see, enchanted fabric. Yeah, there we go. I just missed the opportunity. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. We will have to go ahead and deal with that at some other point. It'll dissipate or whatever. Hopefully not creating a rift in that area, because if we create a rift in that area, that's pretty not good. We just need how many of these now for this craft? So for this craft alone, it's going to be, there's no way it's 16 of these. That is a lot of spellbinding cloth for one area. Holy heck, Aroni. I can grab it though, like it's not a problem. We need shadow ingots. We need the plutonium ingots. We need the, what else are we missing here? The spirit fuel, and then the Gaia ingots. So spirit fuel and the Gaia steel, which I thought we have. I know we have. It's just somewhere not showing up on the thing, because of course it's not, right? And then we just need all the spellbinding cloth that we can get our hands on, because guess what, they don't stack in the inventory, so that's kind of annoying, honestly. But nonetheless, I should be able to say, hey, I just want to make this, not this, sorry, this. We're missing, oh, I need a brood mother egg, not a dragon egg. Okay, let me go fight the brood mother. I know I have a brood mother somewhere nearby, so we will be right back once we get there. We have arrived at the brood mother, so what we're gonna have to go ahead and do is we're gonna have to poke it a few times. Oh god, I'm very nervous for this fight. Ow! Jesus, that hurt. Let me guess, I didn't bring any golden apples, did I? Nope, I left the golden apples at home. Of course I did. Now, I don't remember exactly how well this fight's gonna go, so we'll just have to wing it, I guess, right? I think there's a certain phase where there's no arrows allowed. I don't remember exactly how this fight goes. Can you not? God damn it. Okay, the poisonous spiders are really annoying. Exactly how do I want to handle this right now? That's a really good question. I figured out how I'm gonna deal with the annoying little baby spiders. I'm just gonna use the, whatchamacallit, the extra function from my freaking sword here. I honestly feel like I'm not even doing any damage. Where the heck is the hitbox for this thing? F3 and B. I swear to God, I'm hitting this thing. Oh no, I'm not even close to hitting it. I'm gonna hit it in the front here. Okay, so why aren't you behaving? Oh my God, this is so difficult to do. Oh, you know what? I see. It is actually invulnerable to attacks, melee attacks for the first phase. That's why. Okay, so I have to hit it with a bow first. Oh God, this is gonna take a while. Like, I have no other way to do this. I mean, I could enchant it if I really wanted to, like back at home or whatever. I guess I'm gonna like whittle him down and we'll be right back. That actually didn't take that long. I'm just trying to find my V key, and now I just sit here and spam the extra function. This is so cheesy, but it works. And now she's dead. And now I get to, you know, reap the rewards. And there's her egg, and then there's the trophy that I need. So give me that. And now we go home and we get to finally make the ingots, or the hero metal. Sorry, not even the ingot, the hero metal that we need. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready. I just gotta do a quick little thing and take our egg here and creative it, and we should be pretty much ready for the most part. Just gotta grab more of these spellbinding cloths, and it should be fairly straightforward and easy, right? So the metal of hero, boom, done. Let's go. That's super hype. Okay, awesome. And now we just take that and we take a few of the extras. So the metal of the hero with, I believe, a few, so 4 Gaia spirits and 2 Gaia ingots. So let's see. And is that mashed potato as well? Yeah, the gilded mashed potato, 4 Gaia spirits, and then the 2 Gaia ingots with that. And we should be able to make the Osgo glass ingots, which is the #1 thing that we don't have currently for the ultimate ingots. So drop that, drop these, and then drop all of this, then drop that. Now that's gonna take up a lot, and I mean a lot of mana. So we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves some of the blacker lotuses, I think they're called. Yeah, the blacker lotuses, and we'll just make sure that we keep this mana pool full while that is crafting. Also, before we forget, I do want to go ahead and take our mana spreader, or Gaia spreader, which is somewhere here, and I want to upgrade our thingy here, the shooter, the mana shooter thing, so that way we actually have a super duper fast producing mana shooter. And yeah, so I'm gonna take this, break this, I'm gonna place this down, and I'm gonna have this be reconfigured to here, and now that should be going much faster. And just like that, the Oslo glass ingot is now done. And now I should be able to go ahead and start preparing to make the ultimate ingot. And just like that, we are now ready to go ahead and make our very first ultimate ingot. Boom. Would you look at that? 4 ultimate ingots have been crafted in the making of this video. Let's freaking go. That's super exciting. That's super pogoristic. That's the first step to getting into creative items, man, is done. The first very step is getting the ultimate ingots. And now our big next step forward should be the ultimate gem. And that one's going to be, well, it should be relatively easy and relatively tame compared to the ultimate ingot, but yeah, it's gonna require some extra work because we need these Aetherium crystals, which is the tier 6 void miner. And guess what? We're only at a measly tier una, which is not good. So we're gonna get through 5 more tiers. I actually might basically progress through environmental tech through like between episodes. All it really is just like breaking and replacing this and upgrading the structure frames with the next tier stuff. So for example, this is the structure frame tier 1s, so we would upgrade it to structure frame tier 2s, which is basically the upgraded version, you know, with the erodium and whatnot. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that in between episodes, but for the most part, everything else is relatively easy. For the most part, that has EMC. A lot of this is really easy to obtain, honestly. The only hard part about that, honestly, is this. Or we can dedicate a whole episode to it or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure out how we're going to do that, though. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to wrap up today's episode of Project Equivalence Creative Mode. With that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, become a part of the HunterX tribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. As always, guys, I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. Till next time, where we'll be posting more gaming videos. Bye-bye!